How to demonstrate excellence in the workplace. Man, good for you for checking this out. When we can live life on our terms, on a holistic level, taking into account not just our business lives, but also our health, all of our relationships, from friends, family, partners, the world changes. All right, so you're wondering, how do I really demonstrate excellence in the workplace? Good for you. We're gonna hit 4 very specific steps on how to do this. And you do this well and you adopt this as your approach, it will change your life and you will shoot up the ladder faster than anybody could ever imagined. So I've had the good fortune to work with leadership teams, individuals, and organizations for over 30 years, helping them basically achieve more than they ever thought possible. And usually I work with the senior leader and then also the leadership team. But what's fun is when you see somebody working their way up and they're trying to figure it out, you can almost always tell who's going to thrive and who's going to excel past everybody else. And there's a shift that's been happening, and more people are being open and receptive to even younger people going, all right, but yeah, this kid's crushing it. She's doing amazing. Let's give her a shot. So the 4 primary steps when you're doing this to demonstrate excellence in the workplace is, number 1, being crystal clear and understanding and embracing what is the vision. Now, what I mean by that is you have to understand where you're going. If you don't know where you're going, you're not going to get there. If for some reason your direct report or your leader isn't clear on that, this may be an opportunity for you to actually manage up so that you can understand, where are we going? What does amazing look like? That's really the genuine, that's the number 1 obligation of any senior leader who has team members is, hey, this is where we're going. This is what amazing looks like. And this is how we're getting there. Understanding that vision. Excuse me. But once you start to understand this vision and you're embracing where we're going, fantastic. But the question then next is how are you contributing to it? Again, as a senior leader, the 2 most important things, this is what our vision is, and this is how we're contributing to it. Now, assuming you're the right person, meaning you share the values of the organization, and you are good at what you're doing, then this gives you the opportunity to clearly define and make sure that you understand it. Maybe you have to manage up, maybe it hasn't been clearly defined to you. But understanding, how are you contributing to the success of that vision? How are you driving it? So it's like, here's where we're going, great, and this is what I'm accountable for doing it. And once you start to understand, this is how I'm contributing to that success, and then how can you execute, which is absolute ruthless but compassionate consistency. So the first step is understanding and embracing what the vision is. The second is being crystal clear on how your contribution is contributing to that success. How's it integrated? And maybe you have a team that's underneath you and you have to do the same components to let them know. But then the third part is making sure that you execute with ruthless, compassionate accountability. Absolutely, every time, doing exactly what you say you're going to do. If you say you do it, remember, and this is a silly thing, but it's not. The most important, valued asset you have, period. No questions asked. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how big your brain is. It's your word. It's the only thing that we have to give away. Everything else can be taken. So if you say you're going to do something, do it. Do it and do it to the very best of your ability. Now, when you start to make sure that you're doing this ruthless and compassionate, consistent, the other piece is that you need to make sure you're measuring it and you're allowing other people to know it. Sometimes people do a great job, but they don't ever know it. Ways to do this are, sometimes you can use metrics. How do you know if you won or lost that week? Is there a leading indicator that you can use? If you have a metric that says, yeah, I did this and I won this week, this shows that I'm on target. Great. Now, there's also allowing others to see it, communicating that up and down, not in a braggish way, but leading by example way. What is the behavior ideally you'd like to get everybody following? Everybody understands, hey, here's where the vision is. This is how they're contributing to that success. And then they execute with ruthless consistency. And everybody sees, oh yeah, the numbers are there. Well, then we hold each other accountable, hold ourselves accountable, and things start to excel. And lastly, the fourth step, and it's a pretty important one, is having that awareness and the desire to get better, asking for feedback. What did I learn? And having a self-awareness that, okay, we're done with this, but what could I have done better? What did we do right? What did we do wrong? Not in a critical way, but making sure that we're always improving. If you are always improving and you go through these other steps, you're going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. So ideally, you found some value with this. If you did, you're always welcome to go to Life On-Your Terms. If you have questions, comments, subscribe to the channel. But when it comes to ensuring on how you demonstrate excellence in the workplace, 4 steps: understanding and embracing the vision of where the organization is going. 2, how are you contributing to achieve that vision? 3, execute with ruthless but compassionate accountability. Communications, let people know what you're doing. Track some sort of metric. And lastly, have that internal desire to always be improving. What can we learn? Ask for feedback, always be growing. You do that, and you're going to knock the cover off the ball. Keep smiling.